Are you still doubting crypto right now? Because if you are, this could be the biggest financial mistake of your life. Altcoin season is about to erupt, and Bitcoin is flashing a pattern that could take it to $230,000. Solana? It's not just rallying, it's threatening a 3,000% breakout. The charts are saying it, the data is saying it, and history. Well, it's rhyming again. We're not just throwing random targets. We're showing you real technicals, institutional, momentum, and macro catalysts that line up almost too perfectly. If you miss this move, you might be watching it from the sidelines with regret. Stay locked in, we're just getting started. Let's talk altcoin season. The Altcoin Season Index, a key market indicator that tracks capital flows into large cap versus small cap crypto, is flashing a clear signal. We're about to enter a major alt season phase. Historically, every significant altcoin rally over the last 5 years has kicked off in summer. June bottoms, July pivot, and then a powerful climb in the second half of the year. And here's what's crazy. Every time this has happened, it's been during or after a Bitcoin run-up. That's exactly where we are right now. The markets, liquidity cycle, investor psychology, and capital rotation all point to this same trend. Repeating in 2025, we are on the verge of something massive. Asterisk. Now, let's get into the technicals. Bitcoin's chart is showing a classic cup and handle breakout, a formation that historically leads to explosive upside. If this pattern completes, the implied price target is around $230,000. Yes, you heard that right. $23 okay? Solana, on the other hand, is showing one of the strongest recovery patterns in the market. If its breakout structure plays out, the price target is around $4,300, representing nearly a 3,000% gain from current levels. Is that guaranteed? Of course not. But this is what the chart is suggesting, and we've seen this before. In both 2017 and 2021, similar setups led to massive runs. Let's be realistic for a moment. Even if Bitcoin doesn't hit $230,000, the ETF inflows alone could send it toward $117,000 in the short term. In 2024, Bitcoin reached $110,000 on ETF hype and institutional adoption. Now in 2025, that wave is getting even bigger, with actual allocations flowing in from pension funds, hedge funds, and even nation-states. ETFs are no longer a catalyst, they're a foundation. That's a huge shift. And it's why $117,000 is not an unrealistic number. It's a base case, not a moonshot. Solana is no longer just a fast chain. It's now powering tokenized assets, and it's becoming the preferred network for on-chain financial innovation. Just recently, the number of wallets holding tokenized stocks on Solana exploded from 4,000 to over 33,000 in just 48 hours. That's a 7.5x surge in real user activity, not speculation, not bots. Real adoption. Solana has already proven itself during the memecoin summer. Now it's showing potential as the base layer for on-chain equities. Combine that with rising DeFi volume and NFT resurgence, and you've got a multi-layered catalyst. Let's zoom out. Trump just extended the tariff pause through August 1st, very bullish for risk assets. At the same time, the Fed is signaling upcoming rate cuts. Most major banks now expect between 25 to 100 basis points of cuts, possibly starting in July. That's a liquidity flood, exactly what risk-on assets like crypto thrive on. On top of that, there's talk of a $5 trillion expansion in bank treasury holding capacity due to changes in the supplementary leverage ratio, SLR. That's $5 trillion in fresh capital that can ripple through the system. Where does that liquidity go next? Crypto. And don't forget, the US dollar is weakening. In fact, it's been falling consistently against Bitcoin throughout 2025. The smart money knows it. Even Joe Rogan gets it. He recently said on air, "What if Bitcoin becomes the only money that matters?" That kind of mainstream shift in awareness is what drives parabolic demand. Asterisk. Ethereum isn't standing still either. According to Ethereum co-founder Joe Lubin, 2025 is the year Ethereum redefines how we build the internet. Ethereum is no longer just smart contracts, it's Web3 infrastructure. It's scalable, affordable, and legally secure in the US under the new crypto-friendly regulatory framework. Institutions are building. Developers are building. Ethereum is now the platform of choice for real-world applications, and as that momentum continues, ETH could outperform even Bitcoin in relative terms. This is not just an Ethereum moment, it's a Web3 moment. Asterisk. And here's something wild. The UAE is now offering golden visas to Toncoin holders. Stake $100,000 in Ton and you get a 10-year residency. That's a nation-state tying citizenship to crypto. If that expands to Bitcoin or Ethereum, we are talking about the beginning of an entirely new financial residency hybrid model. And Toncoin? It jumped 13% on the news. Expect more announcements like this as countries and cities start competing for crypto capital. Asterisk. So, where do we stand? Bitcoin at $230,000? Possible. Solana at $4,300? Technically justified. Ethereum flipping the script in 2025? Already happening. We've got ETF flows, rate cuts, favorable politics, global adoption, and a historical pattern. That says this could be the biggest bull run of your life. Whether you're trading, investing, or just watching from the sidelines, one thing is clear. This is not the time to fade crypto. This is the time to pay attention. Join us on WEX Trade Up or Down. Claim up to $30,000 in bonuses. And get $100 instantly when you sign up using the link below. I'm Aaron from Altcoin Daily. Drop a like, share your favorite altcoins in the comments, and subscribe for daily crypto updates. The next 6 months could define your financial future. Don't miss it. Asterisk.